Alright, it's Tuesday, May 18th, 2021, and I'm in the Miami area, having come in yesterday evening on Amtrak's Silver Star from Washington, D.C. I'm now proceeding southwards.
1 mile, keep left to State Route 874 South.
Proceeding south towards the Florida Keys. Passing by Homestead, getting down by where the expressway ends. And then we should be well and truly getting ready to head out on the Keys sometime pretty soon. It's been a long time since I was down here last. Not to Florida, but to this part of Florida. I think this is technically all Everglades around here. A lot of nothing. My GPS identifies the first key as Cross Key, C-R-O-S-S Key, that we've just rolled onto. Bridge up here. Definitely like to get around this gravel truck, but there are not a lot Largo. To the left is the John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park. Key Largo is a pretty big island, or key anyhow, and it finally is narrowed down to a narrow little strip again. Sign for this place says Tavernier or Tavernier. It's the town name, not the island name. The GPS says it's Plantation Key. So much of this part of the Keys just looks like this. Or it looks like the Las Vegas Strip. Every once in a while I get a glimpse of water, one side or the other. I think we're on Windley Key, or is it Windley Key at this point? From the signage, it would seem like the area we're at is Isla Medora. I'm probably mispronouncing that. T-table key. It's very narrow here. higher bridge that we're coming up to. Craig Key and Fiesta Key at this point. Fiesta Key is the one right up ahead. Nice day for being down here. It's pretty breezy. Temperature's about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We're now into the town of Layton. We're on Long Key. There's a state park here on the left. The entrance is on the left anyhow. I think the state park is a large part of this key. Famous green water. Little island right here coming up is Walker's Island. Walker's Island. And then we leave Walker's Island. Duck Key. Seems like that area over there is also part of Duck Key. This is Grassy Key. There's a bit of a traffic backup here. Welcome to Marathon. Just married. Fund the honeymoon. PayPal at something or another. I'm about 9 minutes from where I'm going today. Oceanside Cottage or Gulfside Cottage, whatever, is on the water. Condo belonging to some friends of mine who moved down from Illinois and decided to retire here. Yes, indeed, beautiful. Couldn't ask for nicer. All right, it's Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. On my second day in the Keys. Just leaving the Oceanside complex that my friends live in. We had a nice stay at their house, went swimming in the surf and the crystal clear green waters, and nice temperatures, and nice live catch seafood for dinner, and very nice. And now it's time to get back on Highway 1 and head further southwest on the Florida Keys. And I should probably mention, just as a location, that the area I was staying in is City of Key Colony Beach. here on Marathon, I'm coming up on the EAA Air Museum, which I heard is a real small airport or museum, but still worth going to.
We have anywhere from 6 minutes up to 1 hour. 15 minutes.
I don't want to offend anybody. Yes, photographs are allowed and encouraged.
Okay.
Start right here on the left with our latest acquisition. This is a home-built airplane. It's a German fighter from World War I, built about 1915. It's a replica in 3/4 scale. This was built right here at the Marathon.
3/4 scale, huh?
This is how it's built. From an aluminum tube and a fabric Dacron, which is otherwise known as sail. It took the owner 5 years to build a one-time. It's got ADSB in and out. It's got Garmin GPS, and it's got
No, it's not.
Used for training navigators here in the States. There's no Army or anything like that. After the war, fabric because there was no aluminum strong enough to take the ship.
Really?
And now this is 1950s aluminum. You got 900 horsepower out there. First you had to have to keep this thing balanced.
Yep.
Both sides. So what's this flag here? We've been collecting memorabilia for a long time.
Thank you.
Brochure. How many hours is it going to take you to edit all this stuff, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm on a 2-week trip. I'm taking a lot of video.
I don't know.
It'll take me a couple of weeks at least to do it.
At least I would do the same thing. In fact, I have done the same thing. It's Smithsonian.
Still on Marathon, in spite of the very recent Colonial pipeline hack. There hasn't been any evidence of fuel shortages or lines or closed pumps since I've been on this trip. So I guess either it wasn't as bad as reported or it was resolved more quickly. So we're leaving Marathon here. At least I think that was Marathon still. Kind of lose track. We just left Hog Key, so I'll have to double check later to see which one of the keys that's on. So now we've got the great Keys Causeway, where there's more space between the keys, so they have these structures out here, so famously blown up in True Lies, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Have these two different bridges here. This one seems to be fairly new from the top, but I don't know. That other one, like, the piers look older, so maybe they're just renovating the top deck. That other one has to be older. I wonder if they're tearing it down. It has an open spot down there. It's also not very wide. I wonder if that was the old rail bridge. I have to learn more about that because I didn't do any research into that kind of thing before starting this trip. West right now with lightning and so on. Beautiful green color out there though, even though the sun is not favoring it at the moment. That's definitely the crappy old bridge there. But it doesn't look like it's wide enough for traffic lanes. That's why I'm wondering if it's a railroad bridge. Like part of that bridge has been fixed up on the top deck. Okay, this is Little Duck Key. Little Duck Key. This looks like it's Missouri Key that we just have rolled over. Yeah, that was Missouri Key. And now we're coming up onto Ohio Key. Bahia Honda Key. Bahia Honda State Park. Or is it Bahia Honda State Park? left. Looks defunct. And interestingly enough, even though it has the lower trestle structure, it appears to have a superstructure on top of it with decrepit railings. Like kind of a steep ramp for a train, though, if that was a train. But again, the lane leading up to it looks too narrow for cars. Again, very interesting. This is Scout Key. This is Big Pine Key. Now we make a big 90-degree curve to almost northbound. Seen any big pines on this key so far. Actually, it looks like a lot of dead stuff. Okay, we're in Key West now. sign there saying after the last bridge it said Key West, so I thought that's what it meant. But now my GPS says we're still on Big Pine Key, and we're heading out on another channel here, so I'm not sure the exact lay of the land. Going some sort of a channel here. Can be sometimes a little confusing if you're not familiar with this area to distinguish between the names of some of the towns and the names of some of the keys, since sometimes they're named very similarly and you just see a sign for one, you're not sure if it's referring to the town or the key or both. This is the South Pine Channel we're crossing now. Little Torch Key. Well, it says Key West is 25 miles yet, so I guess we weren't on it. That's assuming that's the name of a key, and I don't know that for a fact. Anyway, the place called Key West is 25 miles yet. Torch Key Channel. Channel. Summerland Key. I hit a bump when I said that. I'll say it again. Summerland Key. So I think I already mentioned it. My original plan was to come down here and take either a ferry or a seaplane trip out to Dry Tortuga National Park, about 60 miles west of Key West, but the reservations did not work out, and I tried a couple private ventures to get out there, which also did not pan out. Then I was trying to see if I could arrange one of my scenic helicopter flights. I didn't think they would go out to Dry Tortuga, but I thought at least they would go around some scenic areas around Key West, and there are, but they were also booked up, except for a couple slots, which were then canceled because of the bad weather that's moving into this area. Weather's supposed to be a little better tomorrow. and I may do most of my sightseeing tomorrow instead of today. This is the Kemp Channel, and as usual, the ocean side is a little more picturesque than the Gulf side, although they are both nice. This is Cudjoe, C-U-D-J-O-E, Key. The Bow Channel, B-O-W Channel. This has another bridge next to it, but no traffic on it. And this is Sugarloaf Key. Coming to the end of Sugarloaf Key and going over a bit of a channel here. Park Channel. We come to Park Key, but this is a pretty tiny key. Channel. Harris Gap Channel. Okay, leaving Sugarloaf Key. And then there's a bunch of little keys here. It was like the Saddle something or another keys, but I missed part of the sign. Sugarloaf Channel. They mostly all look alike, don't they? Saddle bunch number 2. Saddle bunch number 3. Saddle bunch number 4. So I think that sign I missed said the Saddle Bunch Keys. This is Shark Key. Now we're on Big Coppet Key. Flags are going pretty stiff. Trees are moving around quite a bit. Off a ways to our left there is an airport. I think it's a naval air station, just beyond where you can see in the distance. I seem to remember reading that was one of the alternate landing sites for the space shuttle. I may have that wrong, but I do seem to remember reading it. Now we're on Boca Chica Key. Actually, a lot of the area on this key is taken up by the Naval Air Station Key West. You can see antennas and things scattered around. Boca Chica channel. so just a few minutes before 2 o'clock, I finally arrive at Key West. The end of the road. And because of the forecast of incoming storms, I'm inclined to find my hotel and go in there and take a nap rather than fight it out with the crowds and the water. I've got all of tomorrow to be in the Keys as well, so there's not a big rush. Well, this is my hotel for the night. I wanted something Key Westy, but affordable and not in the strip, which is as charming as Las Vegas to me. In other words, not at all. This is just on the side of the historic district, so it's a pretty good location for exploring the historical parts of Key West by foot or by bicycle or whatever. It is a residential neighborhood. This hotel's been here a long time. It's called the Palms Hotel. Palms. And it's like a couple houses, or a house next to an actual old hotel building. Or maybe it was an old cat house or something. Had very good reviews. Charming, etc. That's my room right there. Kind of close to the pool, which I don't plan to use. And there's some upper deck rooms there. Kind of squeezed in here. This is a walkway between the two buildings. This is more for the room cleaners and so on, but there are still rooms, and there's a semi-private cottage back here with its own little porch. The hotel only has this little parking area over there, which holds maybe 4 or 5 cars. Plus, since it's in a residential area, since it's in a residential neighborhood, there is free street parking. Although, as they cautioned me, some of the street parking in the residential area is assigned to specific homes or apartments, and then they'll be marked that way on the pavement. So I'm not going to venture upstairs. I'm going to retire here from my nap and then see what happens afterwards. So, these are not your usual modern hotel rooms. These are old style hotel rooms that just have what you need and not a lot else. There's no desk. TV's an afterthought. There is air conditioning. What looks like a pretty nice bed, decent decor, little refrigerator, and a modern en-suite facility, which may not have been here originally before they remodeled. Who knows? Anyway.